What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. I'm Mr. Batch, and this is my college bowl selection video. Selection? No, I'm not picking who to go to the bowl. I'm just going to pick who's going to win the bowl. But before we get to that, you know this is the last year of the BCS championship. Going forward, they're going to have a playoff type system, which I think is going to be great. Because look, if I was playing college football right now, and then all of a sudden they added another set of extra bowl games, and look, man, you know, you've seen some teams go to these bowl games, damn near 500 record, and you be wondering. But then again, for the kids, yo, they get the chance to play in a bowl game. And especially if you're a senior, you know, you get the chance to play in a bowl game regardless of your record. You take that with you forever. So sometimes these prognosticators and pontificators who talk about, oh man, these bowls, come on, think about the kids. But on top of that, ESPN has 33 of the 35 bowls. As you know, us old timers, we remember the days of watching bowl games on CBS, NBC, and ABC. Now, ESPN has that all locked up. And you know what? From a sports viewing aspect, I like to watch football. Hey, why not watch a bowl game and see? Because you never know. Couple of these kids coming out of these bowl games is going to be like, yeah, I remember seeing that kid. Next thing you know, he's a pro. Now, part of these bowls is fueled by the TV revenue money. Now, according to the Football Bowl Association, net revenue after expenses for schools that participated in 2011-2012 bowls was nearly $180 million. Man, that TV revenue money be kicking in. And then that would lead to that other question about, should the college football players be paid a stipend? That's a different beast altogether, and we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about TV revenue for the bowl games and me picking them. Now, more than $2 billion has been paid to bowl participants over the past 10 years. Over the next 10 years, schools are expected to rake in over $2.6 billion. Yo, that's a crazy revenue that these bowl participants are getting from the TV revenue that these kids get to playing. So I'm saying, what the heck? Extra practice time. The seniors would be like, yo, I get to a bowl game. The underclassmen would be like, yo, I'm in a bowl game. And me, I get to watch a bowl game. I love football. So what the heck? The hell with those prognosticators. So here are my picks for this upcoming bowl season, which starts with the New Mexico Bowl on December 21st and ends with January 6th, the BCS Championship. And away we go. Hopefully I can match my boys at Sports Chat 503. I like the way they do things. Them guys have got their fingers, their pulse on their fingers on the college football scene. Love them guys. Y'all ought to check them out. See, I wonder if I can match up with them. And I'm going to enter in a couple of those crazy contests all over the place. You know, pick the bowl winners. Why not? Have some fun. I did fantasy football this year, and I did my pro football picks. Hey, why should it stop there? It'll continue with the college football. So, Mr. Batch continues. All right, the New Mexico Bowl. Washington versus Colorado. Washington State, I've got them. Las Vegas Bowl. USC versus Fresno State. USC. Famous Idaho Bowl. Buffalo, San Diego State. I got San Diego State. New Orleans Bowl. Tulane versus Louisiana Lafayette. I got Louisiana Lafayette. Beef O'Brady's, East Carolina versus Ohio. I got East Carolina. Hawaii Bowl, Oregon State versus Boise State. I got Boise State. Little Caesars Bowl, Bowling Green versus Pitt. I got Pitt. Poinsettia Bowl, New Orleans versus Utah State. I got Utah State. The Military Bowl, Marshall versus Maryland. I got Marshall. Texas Bowl, Minnesota versus Syracuse. I got Syracuse. Fight Hunger Bowl, Washington versus BYU. I got BYU. Pinstripe Bowl, played here in New York City at Yankee Stadium. Notre Dame versus Rutgers. I got Notre Dame. Belk Bowl, North Carolina versus Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati. Russell Athletic Bowl, Louisville versus Miami, Florida. I got Louisville. Buffalo Wild Wings, Kansas State versus Michigan. I got Michigan. Armed Forces Bowl, Navy versus Middle Tennessee State. I've got Navy. Music City Bowl, Ole Miss versus Georgia Tech. I got Georgia Tech. Alamo Bowl versus Oregon against Texas. I got Oregon over Texas at the Alamo Bowl. Holiday Bowl, Arizona State versus Texas Tech. Arizona State. Advocare V100, Arizona versus Boston College. I got Boston College. Sun Bowl, UCLA versus Virginia Tech. I got Virginia Tech. Liberty Bowl, Mississippi State versus Rice. I got Mississippi State. Chick-fil-A Bowl, Texas A&M versus Duke. I got Texas A&M. Gator Bowl, Georgia versus Nebraska. I got Nebraska. Heart of Dallas Bowl, North Texas versus UNLV. I got UNLV. Capital One Bowl, Wisconsin versus South Carolina. I got South Carolina. Outback Bowl, USC versus Iowa. I got LSU. Did I say USC versus... Yo, there's a lot of bowls, but it's the Outback Bowl, LSU versus Iowa. I got LSU. Rose Bowl, Stanford versus Michigan State. I got Michigan State. Fiesta Bowl, Baylor versus Central Florida. I got Baylor. Sugar Bowl, Alabama, Oklahoma. I got Alabama. Cotton Bowl, Missouri, Oklahoma State. I got Oklahoma State. Orange Bowl, Ohio State, Clemson. I got Clemson. Compass Bowl, Vanderbilt versus Houston. I got Houston. GoDaddy Bowl, Ball State versus Arkansas State. I got Ball State. And to top it all off, the BCS Championship, Florida State versus Auburn. I've got Auburn. I'm out of here like I stole something. Peace. Good luck, y'all.